Unlock your potential today at skillbakery.com.
Now in this one, we'll be looking at how we can filter to-do items in our to-do list application. So we'll be expanding our Redux to-do list by adding filtering functionality to show all to-dos, completed to-dos, and incomplete to-dos. So the first thing over here that we'll do is we'll be creating a filter state to control what to-dos are displayed. Let's go back to our code, and over here inside the src directory, we'll be creating a new file and we'll be calling it as filter state.js. Now in this one, we'll be making use of Redux Toolkit, and here we are creating the create slice called filter slide. The name is set to filters and the initial state is set to all. And then we have our reducer called set filter. And here we are exporting the actions as well as the reducer. Now let's save this file, and the key points over here is that the initial filter is set to all, which shows all to-dos by default, and the set filter action.payload updates the filter dynamically. So now we can filter to-dos based on their completed state. Next, we will be going to our store.js file, and here in our store.js file, we'll be importing our filter slice. So we'll be importing our filter slice as we have imported the theme and to-do. And then we will be using it inside our configure reducer like this. So we have now to-dos, theme, and filters. So the Redux store now manages filters along with to-dos and theme. The next step is to create a selector to filter to-dos. And for that, we'll be creating another file inside our src directory, and we'll be calling it as selectors.js. And inside this file, we'll be again using the Redux Toolkit. And over here, you can see that we are making use of createSelector, which ensures efficient filtering because it avoids unnecessary recalculations. And then we have this method select filter to-dos, which dynamically returns filtered to-dos. Let's save this. Now here, our file name needs to be filter slice, not filter state. So let's correct that as well. Filter slice.js. And once you do that, you don't see the error that was appearing earlier. Now the next thing is to update our app.js to display filtered to-dos. So let's open up our app.js file. And here the first thing is to include filter slice as well as the selector that we have created. So here we'll be importing these two, and we have our set filter and select filter to-dos. Next, we need to add the filter buttons. So here, just after the add to-do button, we can go ahead and include the filter buttons. So here we have all, completed and incomplete, and you can see we are using the dispatch to call the action set filter, and then we are passing the state all, completed and incomplete. And that's pretty much it. Let's save this. And this error message that we see, select filter to-dos, we can update this to-dos that we were using initially using our use selector. So instead of this, we can just update this with our selected filter to-dos. So that's going to resolve this issue that we were getting. And now let's go back and see the application in action. So here, let's add some to-do items. So here we have added 3 items, first, second, and third. Let's go ahead and complete the third item over here. So these two are now incomplete and the third one is complete. If I click on all, you'll see all items are coming up. If I just click on incomplete, you'll notice only the first 2 are appearing. And if I click on completed, it's going to show the last one that was marked as complete. And again, clicking on all will show everything. That is all the items that we have in our to-do list collection. So over here, if we have to recap, what we did is we used select filter to-dos to get filter to-dos from Redux. And then we made use of dispatchers to use the set filter when clicking filter buttons, and to-dos update dynamically based on the selected filter. If you find the video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.